Wait, hold up, Bernard. We're getting no sound. We're getting no sound from the chat.
Simple
Yeah.
Man and D. Rogers said there's no sound, no audio.
Oh, they hear me. Hey. And Jerry. No, Bernard.
It's 128th episode.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Jerry's taking over.
So everyone, Bernard is going to be trying to figure out his audio problems, but in the meantime, I would. So my name is Jerry Ma. I do some graphic design and illustration. We got Courtney on, who you guys obviously have already heard before. She is our comics expert and our fashionista. We also have on today special guests Chad and Jake from the All Things Nerd podcast. Chad, Jake, if you guys want to say hi.
Hey guys, thanks for
How's it
having
going,
us.
everyone? Thank you.
So we're pretty excited just because Chad and Jake will be hosting Battle of the Sketches for the month of October. And it's going to be pretty cool. So they are offering to do a lot of help for you guys. I think it's going to be a great thing. They're going to set up an online gallery for everyone that's going to be up until the end of November. They are going to set up an online store for everyone to sell their pieces. We're hoping that everyone will agree to sell their pieces at 2 price points of $50 and $100. And we're going to hope that everyone will help split the money so that half the money will go to the artists and the other half will go to some local comic shops in the Minnesota area where All Things Nerd will purchase gift cards. And then we'll have another contest to give them out to whoever wins the contest. Jake and Chad, I think you guys might be able to explain things a little bit better.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so kind of like Jerry said, we're really excited first off just to partner with all of you. We've seen a lot of great artwork come out through the Battle of the Sketches. I know that Jake has participated a couple of times. I'm gonna try. I am by no means an artist, but it looks like it's a great way to share a bunch of artwork. But yeah, we're gonna set up an online gallery. It's going to be up through the end of November. There will be a couple of price points, like Jerry said, $50 or $100. We're hoping that everyone involved is okay with splitting the money made. That way, we can support local comic shops in our backyard in our hometowns. And then by doing so, we'll buy some gift cards and then we'll do some giveaways. And
Yeah, so just to make it clear, All Things Nerd will not be making any money from doing all this work for everyone. They are going to be using the money donated by the artists to purchase gift cards that we'll be giving out in contests. So everyone here might actually win some of those said gift cards anyway.
Yep, exactly. So you'll get the opportunity to win the gift cards back probably in December. I'm assuming we'll probably run that contest, and we'll probably do a couple things both between like an actual like contest campaign as well as a live stream for us. And we'll make sure that we find of our local comic shops ones that will do gift cards where you can purchase with the gift card online that do also domestic shipping to the continental US and probably Canada. It kind of depends on what their policies are. But so you get a chance to win your money back as well.
I just posted a link to their Instagram account, guys, in the feed, in the chat. So if everyone, if you can, if you guys are going to participate in this, which I hope you all will, you might as well give them a follow. These guys are relatively new at it, so they could use all the support they can get, as well as we could use all the support we can get as well. So we're all helping each other here. But before we go any further, can we hear Bernard now?
Hello?
Can you guys hear Bernard?
I think so. I can see my voice thing, equalizer going up.
Oh, okay, yeah, they can hear you now, Bernard.
Hi.
Oh, and I think we got Sugar Sean on board right now, too.
All right.
What up, everybody?
What up, up, Sean?
So Bernard, you want to go through your hellos and your greeting?
Hello, everybody. Episode 128 of Sketch Fighters, and we're still having technical difficulties to start. You know, what can you say, right? How do I get back to this? Okay, all right.
What are you drawing, Bernard? This dragon looks pretty awesome.
This is Mucky Prince, so I got tight
Hubba,
that line,
hubba.
falling behind. So there's a bunch of dragons. So I gotta get this page done tonight, and maybe.
So we got New York Comic Con is right around the corner.
Who's going?
Hoping I'll be there. Chad, Jake, will you guys be there?
Unfortunately, not this year.
No,
What Chad and Jake, you guys following any comic books lately?
not at the moment. Nothing coming to mind at the moment.
Was there
Chad?
anything?
Unfortunately, I have not been either. I've been kind of very devoted to the film and TV world the
Okay.
past several months, so
Sean and
I need to get back into some comics.
Sean and I were just talking earlier about the whole is it Dan Lin situation? Sean?
Oh, yeah. Well, I think DC is in a position where they are looking for their version of Kevin Feige to kind of make the DCU be as successful as the MCU was for the past 10 years. So there, a lot of people are passing up on that job. So I know someone that I guess maybe Bernard knows was offered it and passed up on it. So I asked Bernard if he would take on that job, and I wouldn't. But I'm just wondering, like, what kind of person would, and why Bernard says it he would
I'll
want to
put in my
take that on.
application.
Okay, Courtney. Yeah, there you go. I mean, I mean, there are people who are just very brave and bold and will take it on, and then there are people who will shy away from it because many people have failed trying to do that, and then you'll have that stink on your resume. So I'm just wondering what everyone thinks, if they could do it and what they would do, and whether they would have the balls to step up and take it on.
I just think they got to make all the movies darker.
All right, so Jerry would throw his hat in the ring, and he would make the movies darker.
Even darker than they already are.
All right, someone cut this man a check.
Well, what about Jake and Chad?
Where do I sign?
What would Jake and Chad do? Would you guys, first of all, would you guys take, if you were in a position to be offered this, would you?
Definitely not. I'd be way too scared to touch this. But I think if they were gonna do anything, they would have to almost like Days of Future Past and kind of scrap a bunch of shit to make it work, because there's a lot of ongoing things that are not gonna be very fruitful, I think.
Well, I guess it's a two-part question, right? Like, first part is, would you be in the camp of stepping into this role, or is it too volatile or toxic or too far gone? And then I guess if you did, what would you do?
I don't think it's too far gone. I mean, they have Henry. I've been saying this since our episode 1. They have the perfect Superman. I mean, Henry Cavill is amazing. So I think they can. I think they can fix it. I don't have the know-how to do it myself, but so no, I would not step into this role by any means on my own. But I don't think it's too far gone. No.
What a pussy.
I was
So
talking
Jerry and Bernard will take it.
Yeah, I was talking to Sean. I mean, I think like part of it is like, why would someone not take it on? And I look at it like as a coach or a GM stepping into a franchise that has maybe perhaps not had the best record as of late, and has maybe perhaps made some poor player signings, or and just really hasn't taken advantage or lived up to kind of its luster. But as a coach, I mean, or as a competitive player, um, you look for situations where um, there's a challenge. I mean, I really think it's a no lose kind of situation for anybody that steps in, because already um, everybody feels like it's already kind of a down on a downturn. So if you do lose again, um, I certainly think that there would be other excuses that you could fall back on if if that were the choice. Um, and everything is just upside, right? Whereas if you walked into a championship organization, you're expected to win on day one. Um, and I mean, there are certainly parts of the DCU, um, I think, that have a lot of extreme potential. It's really just about guiding uh, those players, or strategically how you're going to scheme and plan to move the team forward. So um, I would say, part of, like, I guess there's a difference between entertainment and sports. Um, in sports, it's really about competition, um, and a lot of times there's the underdog. Entertainment, it's about making money. So, but also telling stories and crafting stories, and so um, you have very different. I don't know. Does that make any sense?
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I mean that's almost like a perfect analogy, really, because I mean, even if whoever steps in, if they get the ball rolling in the right direction,
mm-hmm.
but it's not as fruitful as what the studio wants, at least it's going, So like, if you have the vision to do it, like, why the person that steps in can definitely start, and then if that's not the right fit, they can at least salvage, kind of where, because DC has been all over the place with their films. I mean, it's not very cohesive.
Yeah.
I think they tried to write a way to try to keep up with the MCU, is what they kind of screwed up on. Rather than building like more on the characters and stuff like that, they tried to throw a Justice League movie together way too fast, and then they switched directors in the middle of that, and yeah, it just got messy.
I mean, DC, like, a lot of DC projects. I mean, I remember watching the first Superman movies with Christopher Reeves. Um, those were extremely popular, were actually very good. At least the first one was, and also the second one. Um, the Batman movies were pretty good in the beginning. I would say there was probably a slight downturn around the George Clooney days. Um,
Bat nipple.
but yeah, but then when Christopher Nolan came back and took a hold of that franchise, really elevated it back up to, um, you know, um, its really preeminent position. Um, I think the only downfall is that because it's so dark, it suits Batman great, but the dark tone, every character is different. Every uh, city in the DC universe is different. Gotham is itself um, a very dark character, and even for the Monkey Prince, the first arc was in Gotham. The second arc takes place in Amnesty Bay, but a lot of it is underwater with Atlantis and Aquaman. And part of the direction of the book visually was that working with the colorist Marcello, um, we made a conscious decision to say, let's go uh, kind of dark and creepy, but in a different way between uh, Gotham and Atlantis. Gotham is outside buildings, Atlantis is underwater, but Atlantis is also more of a scary horror flick where Gotham is just kind of dirty and grimy. Um, and but then the next arc after the Amnesty Bay also takes us to Metropolis, which is going to be again a completely different environment. So, anyways,
Hey, so there's a question in the chat for Jake and Chad.
okay.
The month of October, when we have our themes, would you guys mind if some artists do more than one drawing?
Absolutely. Go for it.
Okay, so Simple Man, I guess that would answer your question. You feel free to go ahead and
The more
go
the better,
crazy. Yeah.
right? Because then
Yeah, I guess are like more than one drawing for that week's subject, or just like get them all done kind of right away and.
Oh no, they
get
got. We post each subject each Comic Wednesday, but so let's say on the whatever first week is the the werewolf. So on the werewolf week, if someone chooses to do 3 different werewolf drawings, is that okay with you guys?
Go for it.
Yeah, if they want to do it.
And then when they finish their drawings, they should email them to you guys so that you guys can post it and do your thing with it.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah,
And
that'd be perfect if they could send, because I know that, I mean, even with like iPhones, sometimes when you take a picture, it captures it as like a .tiff. If you could email them as JPEGs, size isn't an issue because like resizing is super easy. But sending them as a JPEG is just easiest for uploading to our website.
a 72 DPI JPEG, correct?
Say that again, sorry?
A 72 DPI JPEG, correct?
Yeah, I mean, since the actual web store won't be creating like a copied print, like however they choose to capture it, just as long as the file format is a JPEG, it doesn't have to be like specific like DPIs or anything like that.
Well,
Is
guys,
that what you
I
mean?
would just so when I say guys, everyone in the chat, when you do email your drawings to Chad and Jake, just do them a favor without giving them huge files to work with. Make it like 10 inches in height and whatever proportionally widthwise, and make it like 72 DPI.
10 inches.
And this way you guys can use it for whatever you're going to use it for. But what's the best email for them to use?
Yeah, so it's hello@allthingsnerdpodcast.com, and I'll throw it in the chat as well.
Damn.
Also, from our Instagram, there's a link with everything there. I believe our email is also on the Instagram page, but also throw it in the chat too.
So size is not a problem.
They can take it any size.
You know it.
Courtney, would you agree with that? Oh, she's not here. Sean, would you
Sorry,
agree
what'd
with
you
that?
say? What was that?
We're asking if you like to make your drawings big or, average size.
Yeah.
Oh, well, my recent drawing was quite big, so I say big.
Wow.
Hubba, hubba.
Everyone got quiet.
When you say average size, you mean like 3.5 inches, right?
No, Jerry was saying 10 inches. You've
Oh.
got to have 10 inches to play with Jerry.
Good for Jerry.
That's what I'm like, damn. Who's the JPG king here? Queen. The DPI queen.
That sounds like Jerry.
Oh, wait, let me say hello to everybody in chat real quick. Lurky Lurk was first. Welcome, Lurky. Good to see you. Simple Man's here. Tony, thank you for the sub. 17 months. Thank you so much, Tony. That's over a year. Wow. Mr. Joshua, good to see you. How you doing? Kaizen Crossart, what's up, Matthew? How's Japan?
Oh shit, Matthew's here.
Kaizen, that's Kaizen Crossart. Yeah, it's like 10 a.m. over there. Over in Japan, Nagoya. Carson McKinney is here from SVA, or is it SCAD? Kevin P. West, we have a Lions fan. Kevin P. West is in Michigan. How far is it from Detroit to drive to Minneapolis? That's kind of far. I guess you wouldn't be able to.
10 to 12 hours.
Oh, that's too far. Okay. If you have any Detroit Lions questions, Chad or Jake, make sure you can ask Kevin P. West. WB2, good to see you. Also, you're gonna watch it on a repeat. Make sure you hit that thumbs up if you guys are watching on YouTube, or hit that subscribe or follow button on the below. D. Rogers, good to see D. Rogers. Is D. Rogers flying tonight? I am 3,000 miles away from reaching executive platinum class on American Airlines. I think I should be able to get that first week of October when I fly to New York. So I will be joining D. Rogers in the in the area where we don't have to deal with savages at the airport anymore. Let's see. Lurky Lurky. Yojimbo, Chad, Jake, Yojimbo's our moderator for the chat. So if you have any questions, you can just ask Yojimbo. He is the smartest, most knowledgeable person here. So just ask him any questions, and he'll be able to pull up for you the answer. DYL Pickle, what's up? DYL Pickle is in San Diego. We have a vast, wide audience. We have some as far as India, sometimes mainland China. Do we have anybody in Europe? I don't know. D. Rogers, El Capone. Oh, Capone Inc. is our one of our oldest subs. Capone Inc. actually won the very first prize giveaway. Usually when I do a sketch on the stream, I give it away at the end, and El Capone won the first one. I believe it was a Wolverine. But El Capone was so excited, he didn't give me his real name, only his address. So on the postage, when I mailed it to him, I put El Capone and then his address. And Kevin Costner, Postmaster General, stamped it, return to sender. No such person. No such soul. You guys know that song? Chad, Jake?
Which song? No Such Soul?
Return to sender. No such number.
Sing more.
No? That's a Roy Wilson
Address.
song.
No.
Carson McKinney, I mentioned earlier, goes to SVA, is our get back coach. If we have any references that are too old for anyone, since Carson's like 20, we want to stay young and hip for the YouTube audience and the Twitch audience. Anyways, we have a first time chatter. Who was the first time chatter?
I think that was Chad, actually.
Oh, that was Chad? Oh, okay, sorry. Duh. Okay, I think, Vaer, what's up, Vaer? Is Voldendor here? No, not yet. Jamie Odell, I saw Jamie. Oh, there's Way. Way is very late today. Way.
Is Jamie Odell going to be at New York Comic Con?
Yeah, is Jamie Odell going to be at New York Comic Con? Say hello. I'm going to be crashing at Jerry's Artist Alley space Thursday and Friday. Who's going to New York Comic? Poop Man is here. Chad and Jake. There's our friend Poop Kid on chat, but we call him Poop Man because he turned into a man before our very eyes.
In Santiago.
So, in Santiago.
It was intimate.
Yes.
Intimate 5 minutes in a car.
Yeah.
Courtney.
He
Put
still
some
hasn't
hair
given
on
me
his
5
chest.
stars for that drive, though. Come on, Poop Man. The algorithm
Fine.
on my Uber ride is.
I won't tip though.
Yeah, I just need the 5 stars.
Okay.
Okay, let's. Sean, do you have anything you wanna talk about today? Oh, yeah, Fletch is here too.
I was wondering, asking, are you drawing guts
Yeah, I'm
tonight?
gonna do it right now. I'm gonna finish
Okay.
this. This is a dragon transforming.
Damn. Sean's trying to insinuate that you're very slow, Bernard.
I saw that dragon appear right out of the ether, so that was pretty damn fast.
All right.
But yeah, let's see how fast you can
Did
draw
you
guts.
draw?
I mean,
Let's see it. Guts
Did
is
Sean draw guts?
I drew him before, so you'll see it tomorrow again.
Sean, you drew guts
Okay.
before? Okay, let's go.
Yeah, someone commissioned it. It's that stuff is not easy. It's I think we were looking at it before that Berserk art. It really, I mean, everyone has to adopt the Golf Boy Sunday style because
Yeah, this is right
guts
up
is
Golf
like
Boy
it's all
Sunday.
rendering.
Super render. Do you guys know anything about Guts or Berserker?
Berserk.
Berserk? Oh, I wrote Berserker. It's not Berserker?
And you spell guts with 2 T's.
Isn't it?
I thought it
TT?
is with 2 T's.
I don't know.
Get back. Get
I
back.
think there's a different one called guts with 2 T's and a Z maybe.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's
So
about a guy
there's
who drinks a lot
2
of beer.
guys called Guts.
okay, so what is it? Is it just Berserk?
2 guys, 1 guts.
It's just Berserk and then Guts with 1 T?
I don't know.
I had to Google it myself. That's
I'm
how
going with 2 T's.
I didn't even know.
I thought it was 2 T's.
Mhm.
All right, I'm
Your
gonna leave
Jimbo
the
is
2
giving us
Ts.
an edumacation right now, saying Guts from Berserk with 1 T
Who said
is
it?
based on a German knight, Baron von Gotz.
Oh, so he's calling it guts.
It's Gats?
Gats.
Okay, it's 1 T. All right.
It's 1 T.
Fuck that, I'm going with 2.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm leaving the 2.
Wrong.
I'm leaving the 2.
Then you can be drawing that beer drinking guy who watches TV all day. That's a whole different guts.
That sounds more like my kind of guy anyway.
Where's this? Okay.
That's what's up.
That's Chad and myself.
Berserk Guts. Okay.
Yeah, okay. We were talking before about this artist, and this is like a more, if you can get serious for a second, this artist, what's his name? Kentaro Miura, passed away not too long ago. He's a fellow comic book artist who basically was worked to death by the man. And it's pretty damn serious because I'm seeing my fate ahead of me. And we just wonder, how does something like that happen? I mean, as much as we cry about how we're not appreciated as artists here, I mean, we don't get paid for that well. I mean, it's hard to make a living doing comics, and the companies exploit the fact that you love to do this as an art form, and the fact that so many people want to do it, and they kind of think, well, just being able to draw Spider-Man is the payment. So they'll give you a little bit more, and maybe if you're lucky, some people get health insurance. But as bad as things are here, it seems to be even worse in Japan. I'm not sure if that's
Yeah,
all
it's pretty
industries.
bad.
Yeah, so I don't know how much this guy was making, but he drew himself to death. So
You don't make
actually,
that much from just comics, but it's everything that kind of comes afterwards. So those are the royalties, but the monthly comics not too much.
so I wonder how much of it is his personal contribution to how he passed away, or how much of it was the whole system. I think they have a culture where if you're an artist, that you should, and we have this here too, you should suffer for it. Like to be cool, you should kind of brag about how little you're paid and how you're doing this, how you're so into it that you're willing to starve for it.
I
And
don't think that's cool.
yeah, I think I think people exploit that. There is that kind of feeling going around, and it's just wrong because the companies can exploit that. So this guy died of an aortic dissection, which is, I think it's linked to high blood pressure, lack of sleep, and stress. And I don't know how much of that he put on himself. I mean, but if you look at his art, it's highly rendered. The costumes that he designed are not easy to duplicate over and over again in all those panels. And then he also goes with highly rendered backgrounds. So, and I think also you're allowed to have assistants, but I think he used them only for backgrounds and wouldn't let them touch the figures.
I'm pretty sure that's the case. Maybe just even like adding in shadow, but I doubt if he really used assistants to actually create the characters.
Well, Sean, you've got a daughter and son. Why don't you have assistants?
Yeah.
Well, let's put it this way:
Use.
they put the ass in assistants.
That's free labor right there.
They're Gen Z. They're lazy as hell. I'm sorry if there's any Gen Z out there. I didn't mean to.
You were lazy at their age. Don't try to act like you weren't. We were all lazy at their age. We were trying to do the minimum and hang out and.
Sean, were you a slacker?
I think all of us
All
are.
of Sean's
Okay, okay.
all of Sean's brothers and sisters became doctors.
Okay, sounds very Gen Z. What'd you become, Sean? Oh, comic book artist. Okay.
Yeah, who was a slacker in that family? So, but
Why does he have this big sword? Does he have any superpowers? This
yeah, because it's a
guy?
manga.
Was it an anime or was it just a manga?
It's both.
Oh, it was both.
But the good thing about in Japan, the manga usually is in very tight synergy with the anime. The anime takes, you can kind of switch back and forth. I think it usually starts with the comic, but then the comic moves slower than the animation. But then you can pretty much just like start reading the comic and then watch the anime, and you can't do that with American comics as much. Like if I'm reading Teen Titans and I want to just watch the cartoon version, it's like a different world altogether.
Because it's not the same. Did this guy also write the anime, or did he only did the manga, the comic book?
He wrote it.
He wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
Does Chad
Most
Jake
of them
know
do.
anything
It's
about
rare.
books? Does Chad
While we still got Chad and Jake on, does anyone in the stream have questions for these guys about the whole online gallery thing going on in October and November?
I saw some of the prompts, and they're not really superhero based, right? So they're mostly.
It's going to be like a horror Halloween theme. Chad and Jake, they actually picked them. If you guys want to, I don't know, chime in on it.
Are they all set, or is there any room for like for massaging? Because Jerry's requiring 10 inches, so I'm like.
It's a lot like Inktober, right? So the prompts are basically they're not really superhero related. They're kind of universal monsters type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of wanted to go with something that's a little bit more like seasonal based. Obviously, with the first week being Werewolf, our inspiration from that came because Werewolf by Night is coming out. That was kind of the big thing there, but then we wanted to kind of keep it a little bit more open, give some freedom to really get creative with it, outside of the typical like comics and stuff like that.
Some of these creatures or whatever are in the comics though, so like werewolves and witches and stuff like that. You can pick and choose if you want to draw from the comics in any way. Please do.
Can we do werewolf versions of what are the? Let me look at the list here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
What is
That would be so cool to get like a werewolf Spider-Man or whatever.
Is the list up on the?
No, not yet. But I posted it in the chat. Give me a second. I will repeat it again. So October 5th, which is the first Wednesday, we're going to go with the werewolf.
Okay.
October 12th, we're going with the Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh, okay.
October 19th, the Creature of the Black Lagoon. And then October 26th, a witch theme. So there's room to wiggle, I think, within each category, each week,
And also, we didn't necessarily mention it when we were first talking about it, but each week on our podcast, because our podcast comes out on Wednesdays, so we'll have a new episode tomorrow. But each week we'll be interviewing, a couple of artists from the Battle of the Sketches that are choosing to participate, to talk about that week's sketch, where the inspiration came from, who they are as artists and stuff like that. We're kind of still honing in those details, but so that's also just another cool way to showcase who you all are as artists as well.
So everyone should be prepared for groupies, is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jerry, how did you guys meet?
Actually, so Chad and Jake were good enough to help me spread the word on the Monkey King Kickstarter.
Oh, okay.
And they were a great help with that. And then we just kind of stayed in touch. They're cool guys. We met up at New York Comic Con last year. Got to hang out and have a couple of drinks in person, not just by Zoom. I don't know. And then we just kept a good relationship together. And when this opportunity came up, it kind of made sense to do it with them. And I don't know. I think it's going to be a great platform for everyone in Battle of Sketches to get to show their work off. And I do think it's going to be a good way for everyone to help each other. They'll help everyone here show their work off. We can help bring a little more attention to their podcast, and we can scratch each other's back, if you will.
Are you guys going to New York Comic Con this year?
Unfortunately, we are not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, really wish that we could make it happen.
But they punked out.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't have any more PTO. Which is a big bummer. And Jake is just a full-on adult and grown up, so
Well, not really.
close.
This guy's armor
No.
changes.
What's the big comic convention closest to you guys?
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Oh God, I think they do a bunch of them in Minneapolis, but I don't think they do like a really big one out here.
C2E2?
It's not super big, but there is a sci-fi convention every year in the Twin Cities, which is pretty cool. I mean, that's really the closest thing to any sort of nerd realmed convention that we have out here that's has any sort of real attention paid to it, unfortunately.
What got you guys into this podcast?
Alcohol.
Oh, okay. What do you guys like to drink?
We're big bourbon guys. No, we're obviously we're friends, and then we would just drunkenly hit each other up and start talking about comics and movies and shit like that, and then we were like, hey man, let's put a camera in front of us and do it that way. So we still drink pretty heavily during our podcast. So also look forward to that, anybody who's gonna be on there.
Yeah, so the first time I went on to their podcast, these guys were just openly drinking. They were like, yeah, where's your drink? And I was like, oh, okay, it's going to be one of those interviews.
Yeah, where is our drinks?
I mean, I'm
Shots.
holding one.
So who?
We'll be having drinks at my table at Artist Alley. So
Are we, Jerry? Are we?
Who is the heaviest drinker out of Jake and Chad?
Jerry.
No,
Chad.
Oh, you answered way too quickly, Jake.
It's definitely Chad.
It definitely is. I'm not going to deny it, but just how quickly you answer that hurt.
getting old. I can't drink the way I used to.
Yeah. I don't look forward to hangovers, so I try not to drink as. I don't think I've been blasted in a while, in a long time. I mean, I've been blasted where Sean and I went to a bar where we had to order an entire bottle, and Sean didn't drink, and I'm cheap, so I tried to drink the entire bottle myself.
That's just investing, really.
Yeah, that's just
Way to be a friend, Sean.
Oh, I threw up in Sean's living room later that night.
Yeah, so I paid for it.
Yeah, he paid for it.
So you rented the bottle.
I rented it temporarily, and it's still there. I think you can go back if you want. I don't remember where
What
the
was
bar
this
was.
last year?
So, I don't know.
This is like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I don't remember where
Not
the bar
still
was.
there,
So,
for sure.
Me and Fletch have many good forgotten memories.
A ton, man. Ooh,
what's up, Fletch?
what's going on, guys? How are you
Oh,
guys?
Fletch is back.
Sorry, I've been traveling the last few weeks, but yeah, everything's good. Getting ready for New York Comic.
Question to the people on chat about Guts. I saw a picture earlier where he lost an arm. Does he have like a arm that's cut off, or is it? Or am I mistaken?
That sounds like a question for you, Jimbo.
It looks like he has like one arm that's like mechanical.
He lost his left
See, look
arm.
at this. Yeah,
To a shark.
right.
Wasn't even in battle.
Wasn't even in battle. All right.
Shark Week.
Oh my god, that drawing.
What
That's
is this?
Sean with half a bottle of booze in him.
And what kind of hairstyle is this?
He has cute little bangs.
What kind of hairstyle is this? This is. I don't know.
I think they call it
The Rob Liefeld.
periwinkle. I mean, it looks like those snail shells.
Yeah. Why does he have bangs?
Rob Liefeld to me.
Yeah, I never liked that spiky manga hair because it goes up, but then you have bangs, so it goes down at the same time.
Yeah, it's a unique look.
Very K-pop.
Is Guts German?
But this was designed like in 1990s, I'm pretty sure. It's a different time.
It did not age well.
Isn't that
Wait.
that's the Pat Benatar look, right?
Oh yeah,
Love is a battlefield.
love is a battlefield.
Any more
Turn to
questions?
karaoke night up in here.
Yeah.
We are young.
Fletch is just gonna cream everyone in karaoke.
Well,
He's way too good.
I think somebody clip that. Where's Mr. Clips?
Where are all the clips?
But cut
I
off
need
the
a-
end part where she just says Fletch is gonna. This is a naughty stream.
So, what treatment are you going to do with this drawing? Does it get inked, or is it going to be
I think I'm gonna
pencil?
ink this. Huh? What do you think? I mean,
Well, the problem is like ink is a binary tool. It looks like this artist, would create all shades of from light to dark with a pen or ink. So that means tons and tons of hatching.
yeah.
But if you don't have the time for that, you can do
I don't have time for that.
approximate it with pencil.
Okay, I'll approximate it with pencil. All right. I just don't
Sean
agree
be
with
using
the
some
criteria.
fancy ass words.
Did you catch my post about liminal spaces on Instagram?
I did not, goddammit.
Okay.
What was that?
Interstitial or liminal spaces are the spaces in between when a character is in transit from one place to another. So that, like hallways or airports, stuff like that. And how to use them in comics.
Nerds.
Lots of people are afraid of liminal spaces. So, if you like in the
Holy
movie The Shining, like a lot of the stuff happens in hallways and empty ballrooms or in the bathroom.
Is that?
I wish you could see the chat I had with Jerome Opena today. We started at like 7 in the morning, and we were just texting each other phrases from the original Predator movie.
Is that this one, Sean?
Oh, can't see it.
Well, I mean.
Oh yeah, there you go. It's covered by your drawing. Yes.
This?
Oh, that's the one.
What does the text say?
Use of liminal spaces. These panels show.
Oh God, you can read it yourself. Let's watch the drawing.
Yeah, those spaces keep me up at night too.
Well, does
Ladies.
this guy have a white streak in his hair, or what's the deal here?
I don't think so.
Oh, you don't think so, do you?
Well, that one does.
It must be those luminal spaces, or excuse me.
Who chose Guts?
That must. That's not
Must be
Eric.
someone really smart, really cool.
Oh, it's
handsome,
Jerry.
charming.
Jerry, you used to watch Guts or read Guts?
I watched and read the manga and anime a little long time ago.
Oh.
I can't remember when, but whenever it first came out.
It's very popular.
97.
It's so different than other comics.
So what?
Except the ending was pretty bad.
What is the story of Guts?
He's, if I remember correctly, because it's been a while, he's like a sword for hire, and he gets hired to protect some like prince that looks like a girl, but it's like a guy that can really fight well. You know, those wacky Japanese. And they end up liking him a lot, so they try to get him to join the band. I'm probably butchering the story, but like, this is from my memory from like over a decade ago. But he's basically a guy that has short on patience, but ample on strength and anger, and carries a giant sword around with him. Yeah, he's got a cool looking sword, so it kept me hooked for a little while.
Isn't there something that has to do with the eclipse? It's like some kind of event happens.
Maybe.
Is it just because you like the big sword?
Yeah. Looks cool, man.
But don't you know, size is not a concern to Chad or Jake.
Only to Jerry.
Only to Jerry.
10 inches minimum.
Yeah, 10 inches. But 72 DPI. 72 DPI. So, this Guts guy is the main character of Berserk?
Yes.
And what happens
He goes
at the
berserk.
end? Oh,
His fantasy football team loses, so he goes berserk, and then he makes a really big sword. And,
Wow, I see the future in a lot of men's lives. Mm.
he just wanted a Juicy Lucy from Minnesota.
Have you had one here?
No, I've never been to Minnesota, but I'm dying to go there to get a Juicy Lucy.
Oh yeah.
what's a Juicy Lucy?
Wait, I'm
What's a
sorry.
Juicy
What's a juicy
What's
Lucy?
a Juicy Lucy? Do you guys never watch the Food Network or the Travel Channel?
That's
a very
not what
simple
comes
thing.
to mind when I hear Juicy Lucy. Just gonna be honest.
It's just two patties of beef with cheese in the middle, and you grill it that way so the cheese melts inside. So when you bite into it, it's juicy with cheese. Hence, Juicy Lucy.
Well, what
Yeah,
is
you
Lucy?
usually just burn the shit out of your tongue.
Where does
But
the
they're
Lucy-
delicious.
Where's the reference to the Lucy, though? I get the juicy part.
I don't know. Chad?
The loose cheese.
Yo Jimbo.
Okay,
Yo Jimbo will know.
I think Fletch is right. The loose cheese.
Juicy Lucy was a girl I once knew too.
Golf Boy Sunday's like, so a cheeseburger? It's a double cheeseburger,
Yeah,
Golf Boy
a double
Sunday.
cheeseburger.
Double.
Yeah, pretty much.
But the cheese is in the middle, so it's all melty and juicy and loosey.
Can you do that if you go to McDonald's and ask them to?
I did it when when you barbecue, it's easy enough to do. It's pretty cool.
Did it work out?
Actually. So I put some cheese, but I put some jalapenos and hot sauce in the middle as well, so it was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's the way to do it.
You're just destroying your stomach there. I know all of you are getting older, and that does not sound doctor recommended right there. It's like a couple days on the toilet, 100%.
Man, this thing
It
is...
goes.
I'm not wrong.
It goes. It goes in as Lucy, comes out as not so much.
Lucy.
Actually,
Just
that's
Lucy.
about right.
Is it just me, or is like this guy's drawing? I'm getting tired just looking at the drawings from all the hatching.
That's why he died.
I never knew he lost his left arm, so like I never got that far into the series.
Oh, well, how early on did he lose his left arm? Was that episode 2?
That's a question for you, Jimbo.
So Jerry just watches the pilot and is like, "Yeah, I watched it."
Yeah.
I'm all about the cliff notes. I'm all cliff notes, baby.
He has a cool sword.
Oh, see, he loses his arm at the end of the series,
Oh.
which I was not there for.
Okay.
Does he become Demon King? Who becomes Demon King?
So the Guts that I know has a helmet, and he doesn't have as much armor as the one that Bernard is working off of.
I've never seen any guy with a helmet and Guts.
Well, he always throws it off because he's got to show off his Rob Liefeld hair. But
He's got like scratches or
Ooh,
scars
bangs.
on his face, right?
he's got one scar going across the bridge of his nose, but those other scars, I guess that probably happens when he loses his arm. He ran through a thorn bush. My arm! My arm!
Looks like he had...
He got cut taking off his armor.
No kidding.
Someone have a bird?
Yeah.
That's Bernard.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
I think I heard a little kitty cat before.
Yeah.
That's not me.
That's my cat. That's Nikki.
You got a new
Named
cat?
your Poussey, Courtney?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you don't name your animals? Mm-hmm. Little Nikki.
No, it's called the left hand for Jerry. You got a new cat?
A few months ago. How long ago was that?
Uh-oh.
But you never really committed to this cat until recently?
Yeah, kind of. Just kind of like shared custody a bit, and then I take him when I want to take him. It's a good way to parent. I feel like a dad. It's really nice.
You guys can see.
Being a dad is way better than being like a mom.
Yeah.
Take it. But I'll play with him for a little bit and then give him back. It's wonderful. This
You
is great.
Play with someone's baby until they crap their pants, then you're like, take him back.
Exactly. I'd make a great dad. I just want you guys to know that.
That reminds me of my ex.
Chad's looking for a dad.
I have a dad.
Hey.
He's
Not
pretty
like
cool.
Courtney.
This went dark.
And like with a weird sub kink, you know? It's a little weird.
It gets weird here. We shouldn't pretend like it doesn't, because it does. You guys are very well behaved, I feel like, with these guys on. But I'm not.
I'm only like a beer or two in. Give me a little time.
Hey, Chad and Jake, you guys are Minnesota Viking fans.
Yes, absolutely.
Why can't
Kind of unfortunately, but yeah.
why can't win a game on Monday night?
I don't know.
They're Kurt Warner fans too.
Oh, did you see the movie?
Kurt Warner? Oh no, sorry, not Kurt Warner. Kirk Cousins.
Oh, good.
I was like,
That's weird.
What?
I mean, Kurt Warner was kind of like an iconic quarterback, but I wouldn't call myself a fan. Yeah, Kirk Cousins is actually a pretty good quarterback. He just doesn't have an O-line to allow him to be consistent.
I think I would call myself a Kirk Cousins fan, but he's what we got, and you know,
And I appreciate him.
He's a really good quarterback with the limited amount of protection he gets, and when he's not playing on Monday night.
when he
That
has
was real and true.
when he has the time to throw, like he can he can put the ball on the money, but when he's constantly under pressure because the O-line sucks, he's got no scramble.
Oh my God, no.
Sean,
Brady scrambles better than he does, and
Yeah, he
Brady
slow.
is slow.
That's true.
Fuck Tom Brady.
Title of your sex tape.
The spice.
Sean, you did your sketch already?
If you know, you know.
I looked at my drawing. I did not draw guts. I drew Skull Knight.
Oh, liar!
Who's Skull Knight?
So I can't use it. Well, I'll post it anyways because it's Berserk related.
Who's Skull Knight?
Skull Knight is another character from Berserk. It's kind of similar, but he's got
Close
like a
enough.
helmet. Yeah, close enough. There you go. Most Americans can't tell the difference.
Well, I'm just like
They all look the same.
I only asked this because I'm looking at his armor and it's actually reversed, where the outside armor overlaps the inside as it goes inside.
Yeah.
Right. So
There's a sculpture, a figure on your images there. That a lot of times I use that because this guy has a way of rendering that's kind of bizarre. But someone sculpted this figure.
yeah, but this one is a different armor though. Right. This only goes. See, this has the shoulder like a strap with the knives.
Right.
So he has like multiple different kind of. Has the shoulder like a strap. Yeah. This one's more like the Eternal Warrior, and then.
Yeah, the reverse overlapping is so that when you get a blow from a sword, it won't go into the slats because it's yeah.
Yo, Jingo, Sean's giving you a run for the money there. Look at this.
You guys
Dystopia
should
Steve.
always reverse overlap for your protection.
We have two first-time chatters. Dystopia Steve. Chad is the biggest Packer fan in the world. Don't let him lie to you.
I am not. Aaron Rodgers can suck it hard.
Username just because. What's up? Username just because. Aladdin87, good to see you. Dr. Midnight.
What? Sorry, Aladdin87 is Jake from the All Things Nerd podcast.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry. You had me going there for a little bit, Jake.
Just call him Aladdin. He's no longer Jake.
Perfect.
I was all
You
excited.
dug your own hole.
Dr. Midnight, thank you for gifting the tier 1 sub to Fletch.
Hey, thanks, man.
Okay. So, okay, that makes sense. So if the strike comes from outside, it kind of glides. Right?
Yeah, and then it stops at his neck thing.
So his neck thing is, okay. And that's when you can counter-strike back?
I guess. I mean, the guy looks like he figured this thing out. But imagine, like, designing this as your main character, knowing you have to draw it in every panel.
Yeah.
And not only that, it's fully rendered.
Usually, when you're designing comic book characters for comic books, as you're drawing them, you realize that you have to simplify them. Because you got to draw these damn outfits all the time, over and over again.
Yeah, and it's not cheating. I mean, I wouldn't call it cheating, but like, this, I assume it's like very dark color metal. It could be even black. He doesn't do anything where he just absorbs an entire limb in shadow, where it's just black. And that wouldn't only just save time, it would actually make it look better, I think, because right now there's a lot of, it ends up being flat if it's just evenly rendered all throughout. But this guy is not making it easy on himself.
Well, obviously, he doesn't have a deadline.
He did. That's why he died.
Yeah. But yeah, I was wondering, like, well, how that, I mean, if he has maybe some sort of obsessive compulsive disorder or
Yep.
something that caused him to draw in this style and set the bar very high for himself. Something that's it's pretty much unsustainable, but he sustained it for 3 decades. until it finally killed him.
Wow. It's only a theory, right? I mean, the guy could have had an unhealthy lifestyle.
Yeah. So in aortic dissection, if I remember from my non-existent medical school days, when blood is pumped out of the heart into this giant aorta, a big vein, it's like really like an inch and a half around. Blood is going through at high pressure and then a little bit of a tear. It's probably like if you have like a bicycle inner tube, you know how if you have a bicycle there's an inner tube and then there's a tire. Blood is going through the inner tube, but then if there's a tear in the inner tube, it goes out of the inner tube into the tire, and then the more blood gets pumped into the rib gets bigger and bigger and blows up like a balloon, like a pocket, until it closes off the entire pathway, and then that's when you die. But it takes, I think, a couple of weeks. Like you usually know you're not feeling right. You're like tired and you feel like the stabbing pain in your chest. So that's when you should go to the damn hospital. But he had deadlines.
Hey, on that note, I am going to take off, guys. I got
Okay.
Okay.
I got to make sure.
That's a
I
happy
don't-
place to leave.
So hopefully, I will see everyone in New York Comic Con, and hopefully, I will see everyone's Battle of the Sketch drawings pretty soon. So happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Bye, Jerry.
Chad, Jake, thanks for coming on, guys. I will talk to you guys soon.
Have a good night, man.
Yeah,
Bye.
later, Jerry.
Bye.
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 All right, he's gone. He left. He's gone. Okay.
If I have to hear another one,
So now we can start shit talking? Is that what I'm hearing? I'm just kidding.
Oh, we can give up all the morose death talk because he's gone. So it worked.
Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, what a pain. Like, you have to count the segments.
Yeah, I did it wrong.
Well, I had internal bleeding before, and I didn't go to the hospital for a while, and then I get a tube in my chest because it was around my heart, and then I almost died.
Wow.
So I
That
feel like,
happened to you?
yeah, I had 2 pacemakers, and my last one was removed, and it was a bad surgery, but they said it was all good, and that's what happened.
Oh, so you had open heart surgery?
Yeah,
Oh, so
I'm
they
like
cut
one
your
of those
chest open?
people that like I should be really healthy, but I could just my heart just stops for no reason. So yeah, it is one of those weird things.
Oh my god.
I'm with you, Courtney. I had double open heart surgery
Oh my god.
Wait,
ended
wait,
up
wait.
in a-
I
I was in a
had
coma for a
triple
while.
heart open surgery.
holy shit, what?
You did not.
Triple
We're not
heart
a
open
liar.
surgery.
Well, I've been split open in the hospital from my head to my toe, and they took everything out and put it back in and sewed me back up. So there you go.
I thought we were trying to
You
one
guys
up,
are liars.
trying to one up each other here.
I did have open heart surgery, I swear to God.
Oh, really?
Wow.
What
Were
happened?
you a child?
No, I was 30. It was about 5 years ago.
So you were
Oh, yeah. See,
That's
we're
scary.
all fucked up.
Damn.
That happened when I was 32, actually.
One too many.
That was
loose
10 years
goosies.
ago. I'm old.
So do you have a big scar down the middle of your sternum?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I have a
And-
little scar and a
Oh,
bigger scar where my pacemaker was, but that actually faded a lot. People used to be like, "Is that a hickey?" Like, it doesn't. What do you think of a hickey there?
really? Oh, you're lucky. Mine's ridiculous. It's from like my neck all the way down to the where my ribs meet up. It took it.
So
It
That's
sawed me in half.
strange.
Yeah.
Why would you have different kinds of scars if you both had open heart surgery?
Oh, I didn't have the same surgery. It was more. I wasn't like split open as much as that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I opted for the incision from the armpit, not underneath
Yeah.
the breast, so it was because you don't see the scar as well.
Just a slight enhancement.
your chest augmentation.
Well, they went in from my heel and then accessed my heart through my heel. Like they just stuck it.
I think I told Bernard this story, but when I was first gonna get my pacemaker, I was 20 years old, and my cardiologist was like, "You're gonna have a scar and it's not gonna look good," and I didn't really care because I was more worried about not dying.
Yeah.
But then, so he sent me to a plastic surgeon, and I was there when I was like topless, and I was like not feeling good already, obviously. And so this old white dude was like, "So what we can do is we can like make an incision like under your breast area." Like put the leads, bring them up and then bring them down where they have to go into your heart, and then you won't have a scar. And I was like, just thinking, this sounds terrible. Just put the thing in me. I don't really care. But then he tried to like upsell me, and he's like, while we're in there,
Oh yeah, while we're there,
we could, go ahead and give you a breast
an
augmentation.
amazing rack while you're at.
And I'm like, this dude, like, I am not feeling good. I'm literally trying not to die, and this guy.
Then you found out he's not even a doctor.
I know. He's just
You would
like,
think that the fact that it happened behind the KFC, like, it should have been the big tell, but
it was a Boston market, so I thought it was a little bit better. Actually, that's more lie. It was a behind a Boston market.
You walked into the
and
wrong
you don't have
office.
much of a scar. In the end, you don't have much of a scar.
And I don't have much boobs either.
And you're constantly in two-piece bikinis and all the time, so I don't even know how no one can see the scar.
Oh, you can see it. It's there.
No,
I maybe just wasn't looking close enough.
Probably not.
Yeah, you got Sean.
Look at him subtly bragging about how modest he is.
Sean, you got to use your your index and your thumb, and then when you touch the screen on your phone and then you can zoom in.
Okay, widen it out. Okay. I was looking too low. I think that's what the problem was.
Yeah, it's not down there. It's up here, Sean. The scar's up here.
Yeah, I've actually never seen Courtney's face. So
you're not missing much. So it's not.
Wait, so
great.
what happened?
I did not get the fake boobs.
Oh.
Well, do you have a pacemaker then right now?
I don't. They both broke, and it was very troublesome. They basically gave me more problems than.
So your pacemaker is an option, right? It's an option that, like, if it broke,
it was
you
always
didn't just
an
die.
option. I didn't think I needed one, and a cardiologist later, basically agreed with me. My last cardiologist agreed with me. He's like, "Yeah, you should never have gotten one."
Yeah, it's like, what were you thinking?
Yeah. Well, it was like there was this very well-known cardiologist, and then he basically, I was 20 and my parents were doctors, so he was basically like, if this was my daughter, I'd do it. And then he scared my parents even more by saying, I had a patient who had something very similar, and she went to Japan and she passed out on a subway and nobody helped her. And then my parents started freaking out. Oh, wow. And I was just like, fine, I'll get it.
And then you went to Japan.
Well, I've been going to Japan. That's the thing. Oh, okay. So
and
it was.
The takeaway there.
It goes like kid.
No one helps you in Japan. That's the takeaway. So like this Kentari Miura was just dying on the floor, and his assistant's like, "Oh, look at that."
Yeah, he said not.
Actually,
said
that
not
could
to touch
be.
anything.
That could be true. Yeah, they're probably like, we gotta finish this. He'll wake up. That's like, actually
like Owen Wilson. Like, oh, look at that. Look at that.
You have a pretty good Owen Wilson. There. I'm okay. Yeah. So either they both broke and caused problems, and I still have hardware in me and stuff, but yeah.
So can you do rigorous exercise and stuff?
Well, since I had that bad internal bleeding and I had to get that surgery afterwards, I basically developed something else called pericarditis, and it's an inflammation of your pericardium. So if you heard of people who have punctured lungs, it's not good. So you have kind of the same thing. You have a sac around your heart that basically lets your heart, pump and not feel the effects of the world crushing in on it. So once that's kind of punctured or compromised in a way, as pericarditis is, basically feels like somebody reached into your chest and is squeezing your heart. What's that movie? That's from Indiana Jones. There we go. Right? So it feels like that. It's massive amount of pain. So it can be exercise induced, so I can't really exercise that much.
Because you need to. I mean, look at it, you're falling apart.
Well, I am losing muscle, to be honest. And when you get older, it's not good. Like I'll get like
But
back.
with you, it just means you get even thinner.
Actually, yeah, that's true. But that's not good. I can get bony, and it's weird. Yeah, I need to try to get back in. But once, yeah, that can trigger. I just gotta be really careful, and I can't do any like heavy lifting, and so that sucks. But you know, it is what it is. We're all gonna have our own issues in the end. We're all gonna have our own health problems. Hopefully, not die young, or you know, but you know, well, we're human. We have too many cells in our bodies not to have any issues. And 60% of men will get cancer of some type in their age. So,
Okay.
I used to work in cancer programs in Hawaii. That was my last job. So
Now I see why Jerry got out of here.
I will start talking about colonoscopies. I hope you guys are getting yours.
Oh, you want to see my colonoscopy pictures?
Oh, no.
Jake and Chad?
I absolutely do. I totally 100% do.
Where are they?
I want to make sure you have no polyps.
Chad gets them on every Saturday.
If you subscribe to our YouTube channel, it's our 4th episode we ever put out. We just shared our colonoscopy videos.
Oh.
That is
Wow.
yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, I gotta
On
do
each
that.
other. You just did an at-home colonoscopy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
follow YouTube. They show you how to do it.
All
we're
you
friends.
need is a small camera. iPhone will do. You just bend over.
And
The
a Q-tip,
iPhone
right?
will not do. I mean, you gotta- we have kids watching this. They're gonna
Wait,
think you're
you're
being
supposed to use a
serious.
camera?
The latest TikTok challenge.
Colonoscopy challenge.
That's
I
a
like
bummer.
that.
Less dangerous than the Tide Pod, so.
And now there's NyQuil chicken challenge.
What?
What?
Yeah, that's the newest. Apparently, someone's cooking chicken in NyQuil and calling it sleepy chicken, which sounds funny, I admit, but it's terrible.
Well, what
But
happens?
calling it sleepy chicken
You
sounds
fall
terrible.
asleep after eating the chicken?
Yeah, I guess I didn't watch any of the videos because it makes me want to gag. But it's like all I see is a picture of a pan, and then like this green NyQuil liquid with raw chicken, and it's gnarly. So
Was
I
that
don't
a
know.
so weird.
recipe?
First of all, the
think so.
green NyQuil is the black licorice one. That's disgusting. So kids are weird.
Ugh.
Secondly, just drink the NyQuil.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
Why-
also I think the
Isn't
FDA put
Robo
something
on the
out on
rocks,
it right
right?
now because they're doing
Hmm.
Red Bull on the rocks.
I think Guy Fieri serves that at his restaurant. I must get to the restaurant.
Well, you know, either something happens to us and we die, or we kill ourselves, as many Tide Pods users have found out. I
Damn.
don't think anybody died from that, did they?
Tide
Oh.
Pods?
I don't think there were any deaths, but there were plenty of hospitalizations because of it. Because people are,
More.
not smart.
Yeah, that makes. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that.
That settles it, Chad. Next live stream, we're just gonna robo trip and see what happens.
Okay. Give away a bunch of stuff, bunch of merch.
I'll watch it. I'd tune in.
Call 911 maybe.
If it gets to a dangerous level, possibly.
Oh, you're drawing a severed left arm.
Yeah, like with a bone.
Ooh, juicy.
With a bone.
That's a juicy Lucy. A Lucy juicy.
Yeah. Now you know where it comes from.
Juicy Lucy, there we go.
Slap some cheese on it.
Slap some cheese in it.
In it? Yeah, sorry, in between the patties.
Get it right. Mm.
How much more rendering do I need to do on this? I'm already getting tired.
Wow, imagine having to draw this guy for 30 years.
I feel like you have to have some sort of mental issues to draw that armor like
Yeah, and
all the time.
also, when he wrote the story, I mean, he can write about whatever he wants. This stuff is dark, so he probably was a very unusual guy.
I'm pretty sure he was. There's a lot of artists that are pretty unusual.
He has demons.
Anything else happening in the comic book world this week? Last week was all full of controversies, and then this week nothing. Fletch, how was the? Fletch went to the Las Vegas con. Amazing.
Wait, there's Las Vegas Con?
Mm-hmm.
There was a amazing Comic Con is the name. It's run by Jimmy J and J Company. It's a small show. It's over at the Las Vegas, a section of the Las Vegas Comic Convention Center. Sorry, the convention center. It was good. It was a good show. Some good talent there. But I was just there to hang out, see some of my friends. So
Sure, that's code for. You're always cooking up something you can't talk about.
That's an evil laugh right there. I never heard Fletch laugh that.
Sean, I gotta be, spilling the tea here. Come on.
We need you at 24/7 Comics. Yeah, the water is good. Like the whole NFT thing, I think because they switched from, what is it, proof of work to proof of stake, they don't have that problem with the environmental issues anymore.
So what is that? How did that work out? What is that? Want to explain a little
Well,
bit?
I don't know. I think maybe Courtney can probably explain it better. But I know
Explain crypto.
It used to be that it took an incredible amount of computing power to I don't know, verify the blockchain, whatever it is.
Mine, kind of everything.
Right. So it took like thousands of computers doing these puzzles just to make sure it's authentic. But now it doesn't do that anymore. So it uses like only a fraction of what it used to use. So now it's environmentally friendly. So, and now people just hate NFTs for a whole different reason.
Well, do the old NFTs that didn't require this kind of computing, are they also? But they've already been minted, so that doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The whole controversy is the process of making them.
Right. Yeah. The new NFTs are less environmental impact than the old NFTs.
Yeah, there's Yojimbo explaining in a very complex issue that it is.
Let me see here. Proof of stake underlies Ethereum's consensus mechanism. Ethereum switched on its proof of stake mechanism in 2022 because it is more secure, less energy intensive, and better for implementing new scaling solutions compared to the previous proof of work architecture. There's Crispy Papa Greens from Melbourne.
Oh, Crispy Papa, he's big into NFT.
Yeah. Can Crispy Papa explain this a little bit?
He probably could.
But the more you know about it, the more of that strange gibberish language you use.
Yeah, it gets really technical too.
Yeah, purposely technical. There is an allegation that it's done like that on purpose, so you really can't figure out. I really shouldn't be saying this stuff, but I mean, there is a theory that you have to be smart enough to understand this stuff, but not smart enough to understand how money works, so that you get into it.
Anything else I can add to this? His left side, his right side is too wide. I'm looking at it, and I've already done all the rendering. This is where in Instagram we might have to tilt it. Right?
Too wide?
Yeah,
Oh,
see, like
no.
this
Oh.
There you go. You can fix it by tilting it.
Yeah, you
No,
can
it
fix
looks.
by
It
tilting
doesn't. It's not noticeable.
Forced perspective.
Yeah, it's just it's too wide. All right, I'm gonna have to erase.
Oh
Oh,
boy! And right when Fletch came back, you started racing.
It's a mental thing.
Ugh,
Oh boy! There it goes.
Oh no!
Yeah, Bernard, your mic's pretty low.
oh, okay.
Can you turn it up a little bit?
How about now?
Speak into it. That's better.
Yeah, I noticed the last couple streams I was listening, it's a little low. So sorry, guys. My energy has been somewhat low these days.
You're tired.
Just tired from working. Was up all night last
Do you
night.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be doing that anymore at your age.
Yeah,
When
it's
we were
tough, man.
kids, we did it all the time.
I have to get 7 or 8 hours of sleep. Otherwise,
Oh, that's a lot. Holy crap! That's like
I know, that's
function.
luxury.
that's so much sleep.
7
Yeah,
or
I've
8
seen you sleep for 16 hours straight before. Not straight. You woke up to pee and then you ate some banh mi
Yeah,
and then you went back to sleep.
I've slept the whole day once.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
So you flew
I was
here.
gonna
and
say
then you
that sounds
slept.
like the life.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, Sean, didn't you put a little ether under his pillow?
I spiked his
Yeah,
banh
I
mi.
woke up to eat some banh mi. Right?
And you peed, and then I was like, "Oh, cool, we're gonna go out." Finally, he's up. So now I was getting ready. I was like finding where my shoes are, and then like you just tipped over on the couch, and then you didn't wake up.
Yeah, I can sleep anytime. All right.
Your mic's low again, Bernard.
It's low again?
I think
Yeah.
he's just very quiet.
Okay. What about now?
It's better.
Not your voice is low too.
What is the gain? Do I switch up the gain? Are there any audio
Gain?
technicians here that...
Yes.
What is the gain? What's the front back?
The gain is basically what the input volume would be transported to the speakers or to the stream. So yeah, if it's a little quiet and you don't want to be closer to the microphone, you turn up the gain.
Okay.
You might get some more background noise because of it, but
Oh, the birds are here. One's
Oh,
on my back.
birds.
Can you see there's one guy on my back. Can you see him?
it adds atmosphere.
Oh, ow! He's biting my skin tags. That really hurts.
That's hot.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I'm beginning to develop a lot of skin tags on my neck. This is just the
Yeah,
painful
because you're in your
way to do it.
50s. This is when you start to become gross, right? You
Oh,
have hair growing out of your ear and stuff.
Yeah.
The guy thinks this bird thinks that it's like food. He's like, what's this?
can't hear you, Bernard.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, just get closer to your microphone.
Yeah.
What about
Your mouth closer to it.
what about volume? How about now? No.
Still kind of low.
Oh. What about
Courtney
now?
wants you.
How about
closer.
now? Is it better? I'm switching. There's a
In-
4
In
channel.
your settings, you should be able to adjust it as well if you don't want to turn up the direct gain on the actual microphone itself.
Oh, well, there's also what's pattern? There's 4 pattern options on this mic.
You sound good now. Just
Okay,
do
I'll
that.
leave this as is. All right, I'm almost done. Let's get out of here. I need to do some erasing.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. I gotta. Anything else we want to talk about? Anybody have any questions in chat? No, nobody has any questions. Oh, sorry, that was off screen.
Any more medical issues?
Yeah, any more medical issues? We should do a medical stream.
Did
Wear
anybody?
sunscreen. Don't get skin cancer like I got skin cancer.
Oh, now Courtney's skin cancer too. You figure someone with all of these health problems should look like you know, I have a picture of what someone might look like with all these medical issues, but you look like the picture of health.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of a problem. When I'm this unhealthy and I still look healthy, then people are like, "You're not unhealthy."
Yeah, unless you hear doctors say, "Oh, just get out of here. You're lying."
Yeah, pretty much. Right. No, they don't. There's a lot of times I didn't believe. My dermatologist didn't believe I had skin cancer because my skin looks not terrible for my age as a very pale white woman. So, but also it's one of those things where it's like my chances are super high. So I'm like, I do, and you got to cut it off my nose before it gets bigger. That'd be
Oh,
great.
I was gonna ask, where's the skin cancer? It's on your nose.
On my nose.
It always
Yeah.
seems to be on the nose.
Yeah, or like even on like the top of your head too. That's often missed. Or
But that's where they have hair, right? So doesn't it cover or keep the sun?
But if you have
off
like
of
a
it?
part, like a part in your hair, then it can be. That's where it would hit like the parted area.
When you went to the
Any
dermatologist to do the biopsy or whatever, did he also try to upgrade you on a nose job?
It's like, while we're here, let me show you some
No.
pictures.
But if it was covered by insurance, that'd be cool. No, but he didn't think he almost didn't do a biopsy because it would have left like biopsy. Basically, they just take the skin out and they don't sew it up, and they take a lot. They take a huge chunk, and
I've had.
we
that
didn't want to
done.
do that. You had a biopsy done on your skin?
Well, you know, you go to a dermatologist, they look you over completely. That was really weird because I had this not a bad looking doctor, and then you just strip down naked, and she like looks at everything, like between your toes, under your side, and then
As she should.
you know, if they look at everything, they're gonna find something. I was like, oh, what is this? And it's like, well, just to be safe, we should biopsy it. And they take this some sort of like something that looks like a razor plane, and then they slice it off and put a Band-Aid on it. And I was like, wait a minute, there's a hole in my skin, and then you just put a Band-Aid on it?
Yeah, that's lucky. They basically took like a melon baller to my face.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, it left like a definitely looked like a small melon ball like in that area. And then the nurse called back and was like, "Yep, it's skin cancer." And I was like, "I know." But then for like a month I wasn't able to get surgery, and I kind of had this open weird wound on my face. So I wore like a Band-Aid, and everybody's like, "What is that?" And I'm like, I'm bringing some Southern Comfort Nelly style back. And
Very Hugh Jackman
then
of you.
Yeah, I just sang a lot of Nelly songs. Going down, down, baby.
Did you put a
Yeah.
Band-Aid on your cheek?
Did you chimmy
Yeah.
Cocoa Puff though?
I fucking did. Hell yeah. Oh god.
Wow.
Yeah. So I looked really cool.
That sounds very traumatic, but it seems like you're kind of used to all that.
I think that's the thing. Like, I think mentally, you know, pain comes and goes. Like, you won't be in pain forever most of the time. It's painful. Things are painful, but it's like then it'll pass. But it's like it's I guess a personal thing of who takes things and makes and feels trauma out of it. I guess that's a very personal thing. So it's like pain ain't fun, but I guess I don't really feel too traumatized from it because you know, also in that way people have a lot worse. I can still walk and talk my clown talk, and you know, do most of my thing. I can dance around a little bit, so you know, could be worse. Yeah.
That's a
not
very
that
positive
bad.
attitude.
It's I've seen worse, so with other people. Hey, we're all gonna die sometime. I think I came to that conclusion pretty early on that like I could, and then after that it was like very freeing, you know. It does. It kind of frees your mind.
Sean, does
And
your doctor have an Instagram account?
I'm sure. I don't know.
She posts all her weird skin tests.
Dr. Pimple Popper.
Yeah. Come on, give it up.
Yeah, I don't remember, but it's weird. It's they have to look at everything. So she grabbed the tip of my member and then pointed it upward to see underneath, and pointed it downward to see on top, and pointed to the left and to the right so you can see all around it.
Did she try to upsell you on a cosmetic surgery?
Like, you want to go big with 10 inches?
You want to insert a pump?
But only at 72 DPI.
Right. 72 dBi. Because. Oh.
We're just going off of Jerry's standards, you know?
Right. So what else did she find?
Well, I mean, they look at everything. So if you have any type of mole, I think they know the difference between one that is normal and one that might be malignant. So, I mean, on your whole body, people have moles. And then I think they're always going to find something. I don't think you can go there and say, like, oh, there's nothing. They look at every mole you have, and it's like, this one, you know, there's a 1% chance this could be, we should biopsy it. And then they cut it off, and then they get back to you 2 weeks later. So.
And you go in and you think, like, okay, this is, you know, it's routine. Oh, we should take a biopsy of this. And then for the next 10 days, you're like, am I dying? What's going on? Like, am I okay? What the hell?
Yeah, it's like I'm going to Hawaii, but then the whole time on Hawaii, I don't have the results. So I was like, I mean, just don't go to the doctors before you go on a vacation.
This was your dermatologist or your general practitioner?
A dermatologist.
Oh, okay. You're like, I
No,
got
you know what it was?
here in the forehead, and you leave with possible.
Yeah, because they gotta do their due diligence. Kind of open all these Pandora's box that they don't need to be opening.
So I got skin cancer when I moved to Hawaii. I mean, it's one of those things that it's kind of like I grew up in San Diego and very sunny, and I wore sunscreen here and there, but you know, it's kind of bound to happen. It's years and years of sun damage. But then I also was basically diagnosed the week that I actually started my position at American Cancer Society. So it was kind of like a weird, like, oh, hey, I'm just coming in, meeting all the doctors. And yeah, but I'll be out later because I'm going to get this cancer removed from my face. It was really bizarre. And then also having to kind of stay out of the sun when living in Hawaii. There's like nothing else to do there. Everything's sun related. So I was like, this isn't fun.
So just don't go to Hawaii.
Don't go to Hawaii. It's overpriced.
Well, you're in San Diego. Jeez.
Well, Sean, so was it cancerous or what? You gonna leave us on the
No,
hot
Did
shit?
well,
you
of course
die?
it's not.
Huh?
It's not cancerous.
Okay.
All right. Tell us if you get cancer, Sean, okay?
Oh, you know why I went there in the first place? I think, Bernard, you've probably seen this thing. Like I had like
A bump,
this
right?
thing on my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cyst on my head that, one of those sebaceous cysts that are just kind of an inconvenience to just crop up there, and it was kind of annoying. So yeah, she removed it.
Do you have a video of that?
Yeah.
No,
Hot.
but they had it in this jar, and it's like, do you want this? I'm like, no, I don't want that.
You didn't
I
spread it
do
over
want
some
it.
crackers and.
Oh God.
Gross.
It's like brie.
You can reabsorb those proteins back into your body, and it'll grow back.
It's Parmesan cheese. Parmesan
Like
cheese.
toasted
It's
so it
part of
melts a little
Sean
bit.
cheese.
Part of Sean?
Parmesan cheese.
Yeah, like I'll go on a date and it's like, would you like some part of Sean cheese? And she probably just thinks I have a weird way of saying it, but it really I'm feeding her
Yeah.
parts of my body.
That's
Jesus.
So about this getting weird.
This is the bread of my body.
this is what bread of my body.
Doctor's Instagram page. Come on, let's look it up.
Yeah, this is what I was waiting for in your drawing, because I think the problem is like it's gray all over because this thing has so many facets. It's hard to know which side gets to be the shadow because there's so many facets to it. And I just thought it was lacking the darkest darks.
Yeah.
So
You
now it's
need-
really like
you
coming
need
to
something
life.
like this, right? Like really to punch it out.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see the difference between the left and the right side. So you thought you were going to bed, but no, you got more to do.
I still gotta ink at least a page or two tonight. What time is it? Oh, 11:20. Okay, let's get out of here.
Yeah, one side of the body rendered.
Who chose this guy? Guts.
Yes. That's
Jerry.
And then
Good
Jerry's
bounce.
not even here now. He's out.
Did he even draw it?
Yeah, maybe he's not even drawing it.
I don't
So-
even think he did.
So now you know what it's like to be like Golf Boy Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is a good point. That guy, Kentaro Miura, one of the reasons he died is because he started doing really great work, and then he had a reputation amongst the fans and the companies. And when you have that going, people kind of, there's an expectation, and you don't want to let them down, so you kind of just, it spirals and snowballs out of control. So he developed this reputation of doing this great work, and then he doesn't want to hear that he's let it slide or it's become simpler, so it just keeps getting more and more elaborate. And then 30 years later, he drops dead. So with someone like, I can see with Golf Boy Sunday, he's not making those drawings easy for him to draw. It's fully rendered with a pen, and it's gray all over. And then he also has a tendency to do every single battle of the sketches. So there's a reputation growing there. And I think he only stopped when he had a serious illness.
Diarrhea.
He was like, well, I think he crashed on his bicycle, right? And so he was, he couldn't even draw. So, and now he's back to it. So I would say watch out for the reputation. I think you should skip one or skip a couple just to show everyone that you are able to not do these things. And then your reputation you don't need to keep up anything. You have nothing you have to prove. Because every
No,
time
you
I
have
see
to
it, I'm
Just
like,
everything.
managing expectations at that point in time.
yeah.
You have so much to prove, Golf Boy Sunday. You're not a golf man yet.
Yeah. Yeah, see, he likes torturing himself, so gotta be careful of that.
Well, there's a form of torture, and then there's probably a certain amount of therapy for certain people. It's like there's a lot of repetitiveness in like the shadows, and
So it's
So,
therapeutic.
that-
It's ASMR.
yeah. Well, in small amounts, but if you do too much of it, then it probably becomes maddening. What I would think. It's like knitting, kinda. I mean, knitting's just one thing over and over, basically.
So yeah,
I
that's a
think.
problem that you can have is just having a reputation of doing a lot of work, and then side benefit is you'll get very good. I think most people these days, especially the younger generation, have the opposite problem. You just can't get them to work. And as soon as things get difficult, they just,
That's not true, Sean. And if it's true, it's the way you raised them. So that's on you. It's all of my friends who are parents are like, my kids. It's like, yeah, you spoil the shit of them. They basically didn't even wipe their own ass.
yeah,
When
that's
they were
everybody. It's every kid.
entertained since the day they were born, and then you're like, why do they give up on stuff? It's because they could switch over any moment to anything. They'll figure out their own stuff. They're fine.
I hope so.
Kids are fine. Well, the kids are all right. I'm able to say that because I'm the cool auntie. Everyone loves me. Probably because I just like tease them a lot. And then I'm basically the one who's like, look, if you don't turn your life around, you're gonna end up like her. And then they see me, and
You're gonna
they're
turn out like
scared.
Courtney.
Yeah. I just shrug. I'm like,
I think I should have done this in pen. 'Cause I'm finding myself I have to like press down with a pencil to get. And even,
This is way above on Bernard. Above and beyond. I gotta have to take off soon myself.
Okay. All right, Fletch.
Hey,
why?
good.
Where are you going, Flash? No.
We'll see you in New York at least, right?
See you
I
in-
won't see you in New York unless
What?
you need somebody to come help. And
But she
you wanna-
can't. She
you
can't
wanna pay
lift
me.
for shit though, right?
I can kind of lift, but I'm definitely gonna
I don't want
like.
Well, look. Do you have people that you can stay with in New York? I'm just wondering if you have like good friends here.
Well, my mom's still out there in New York, and
Oh, I was talking Courtney actually, because you're from here, though. I mean, Fletch, I know you're from here, so you have tons of friends here. So
Well, it's getting a flight out and all the other stuff, and getting a ticket, and that would probably be more of a problem. Once I know people, I just impose myself on them, so I wouldn't have a problem knocking on anyone's door.
There's an Airbnb in Forest Hills I know about.
yeah, you can be the cool on here.
You would want to watch that, because once I influence children, it's all downhill for their parents. So
No, it's fine.
okay. Either that or I scare them, and then they'll get straight A's after that.
But there's a stream next week, right? Next Tuesday.
No stream next Tuesday, possibly, but possibly the week
that's
after that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then I won't.
Where are you going?
I have a guest.
Oh,
All right.
oh la la.
All right. Well, hopefully I'll see some of you guys at New York Comic Con. Come check us out at the Comixology booth at Artist Alley.
Okay.
Oh, Comixology again. Is there a Scott Snyder thing going on?
Just a continuation of Scotttober.
Oh, okay.
Is there a party that you can't tell us about?
Oh yeah, Scott's party was the shit last time.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah.
So anyway, I gotta.
All right. Bye,
All
Fletch.
We'll see you in October.
All right.
Bye. Happy holidays. Oh, okay.
Hi, everyone, thanks for having us on. I'll drop the link again in the stream chat.
Chad, Jake, thank you for coming on.
Cool. It should be
We're-
fun. I'm
We're
gonna start
starting in
participating.
October, right, with you guys? For the
Yes.
So again, they're going to be selling. If you guys do the bots, Battle of the Sketches drawings, they're going to be able to provide a. You guys want to talk about what you guys are going to do? So I don't mangle it up.
Yeah, I can just throw a quick recap out there. So, for the month of October, for Battle of the Sketches, we will be creating an online gallery where people can go and purchase some of your sketches if you choose to submit them for that purpose. If everyone's okay with it, we're going to sell them at two different price points, either $100 or $50, and then half will go to the artist, and then half will go to a local comic book shop here in Minneapolis. Then we will be providing like gift cards that we will then give away on the podcast through some sort of giveaway, as well as during a live stream, depending on how much is raised, so that we can give back to this comic book shop, and everyone gets a chance to get their money back or get more, or just support other artists, which will be super cool. It's going to be a spooky theme, kind of Halloween theme, from everything from werewolves to witches, Creature of the Black Lagoon, and The Bride of Frankenstein. Be a ton of fun. Each week we're going to interview some of the artists from Battle of the Sketches, We're still kind of hashing out those details right now for all that. So it'll be a good time. Be a fun chance to showcase all of your amazing work and just kind of build everyone up together. So thank you again for having us. We're
Been a
really
lot of fun.
excited.
Cool.
Thank you, guys. And there'll be a grand prize winner where Jake and Chad will perform their world-renowned home colonoscopy test in person on you
With a
It's
juicy
true.
Lucy.
with a Juicy
That,
Goosey,
that
Yeah.
is the Juicy Lucy.
right? Juicy Lucy. I'm looking
You're
forward to
eating a
that.
juicy Lucy while you get a
Stuffed with part of Sean cheese.
Right, Sean cheese, of course. Okay.
Cool.
Well, thanks, guys.
Thank you so
Alright.
much, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Nice to meet
Bye.
you.
Let's give this sketch away.
Nice to meet you too.
Bye.
Did you see Courtney did Battle of Sketches with One Piece one
Yeah.
Big titties.
with the 3 circles and a X.
So I started that probably in the worst place. I started it like when I was on the airplane flying to Seattle.
Are you still in
So
Seattle?
I was like, no, I'm
Sitting
back.
next to a
I came back,
pastor.
Sunday. Actually, my uncle, my family in Seattle is all very religious people. My uncle has his own church, and he is probably one of the most dirtiest people I've ever met in my life.
Oh god, the hypocrisy.
No. He's more like I don't know too much about the church, but he's very much he mostly studies the history of it and less about. He never talks about religion with me ever. Also, I'm not Catholic or Christian or anything like that. But so he knows he's human. He also jokes around and says like God is a woman and stuff like that. He's also very gay. So
Oh my god.
yeah, I guess it's like that's his whole church. So yeah, but yeah, I started it on the airplane and I thought that was an interesting place to end. I finished it on the airplane too. I was like, anybody who walks by and sees me on my phone is gonna definitely look down and be like, "What the fuck?"
Sitting next
is
to
this
kids.
Yeah. Any kids on the flight
Yeah.
that you were able to practice your
None
Jedi?
in my direct vicinity. But yeah. I think I was in the clear. I don't know. You know, sometimes people behind you can see through the cracks and see what you're doing or some stuff.
That's when you stick your foot through.
So, you know, I'm sure, but yeah, that's when
It
I
looked really
decided.
good. I mean, it looked very like like I thought it might have been like a professional like reference, and I was like, oh no, Courtney drew that. It's like, oh, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I never tried like the real anime, like kind of more screen tone look or like more
Right.
solid look. So I thought it was interesting. I was trying to keep it as simple as possible. This is a sketch, and I don't know. I mean, I sketched it first, kind of, but then it just bombards into something longer and harder.
The
Sean,
3 circles and the X didn't help at all, right?
It did, because I mean, I kind of had a rough. It's really hard to draw. Like so, since I did it on my phone, like I would zoom in and I could draw like the eye, but then once you like zoom out and try to draw another eye, it's really hard to make it look really good. So I kind of have a really rough draft of the
Okay.
of that, and then kind of did the tits in the X and
What?
did all that afterwards. Yeah. yeah, I mean, I kind of wish I made it more full body, but like that's what I ended up with. So that's and I when I was doing it, I didn't enjoy it. I didn't like the character. I didn't like really like anything. I was like, One Piece sucks. I hate this. I don't know this character, and I already don't like her. Which makes me think, because I've asked, like, I probably asked the question too many times of, like, is there a character that you guys don't like drawing that you're just like, oh, fuck this dude?
Guts.
And never again. So you don't have to do it again. So, I mean, maybe it's just the style. I don't really like. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I guess you gotta be a fan of the character to really embody them. So I guess I just went with like big tits and try to make it look more like their style, but kind of stole my style a little bit. But
Beef Skeleton is here. Good to see Beef.
Mm.
Jeremy Joe's here. Good to see Jeremy Joe. Let's see, who else did I miss? I missed a bunch of chat today. This Guts really.
Superman wants you to say tits again.
Huh?
Tits.
Where's Mr. Clips?
Hey, you guys can certainly do the challenge too. Make it happen.
The tits challenge?
Yeah, do the tits challenge.
All right. I think it's these are ridges. If we want to at least provide a little art tutorial, if you provide a little curve to the ridges, I think it gives it a little bit more of a
Realistic.
Realistic, yeah.
It becomes more organic.
Yeah. If it's too straight, whoa, we got somebody on the chat.
Someone on the chat.
Yeah, so have a little curvature to the.
Girls like a little curve.
So also, I guess the segments don't come to a very sharp, crisp edge, so you catch a highlight at the very crest of it, like the top. So that highlight kind of makes it feel like there's like a little bit of like a spine or something.
Right.
And that's something you just have to know from experience, like just observation of how. Yeah, because this is definitely, the armor is kind of like organic. It's not purely mechanical.
Yeah, some blacksmith labored over this. Some make-believe blacksmith. All right, Sean, you want to text me a number?
Oh, do I do it again? I mean, I don't. Well, Courtney did it last time, right? Can she do it again? So that they get mad at her. Or,
Courtney, you want to text me a number?
Courtney does not want this drawing, right?
Courtney
This is not up her alley, right?
Okay.
So.
Actually, I like this.
Okay, so I'll text the number then. What between?
But no. I can text the number and I'll also participate.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
How about text me a letter between one of the letters of the alphabet? No.
Wait. I got this. I'll text you a number, and then Sean, you can vote for me. And if you win it, because you have good luck.
This sounds like, I mean, you used to get mad at me for picking a number that you didn't get. So now I'm going to guess for you and not win it.
I won't be mad. You'll probably guess better than I ever will.
Oh yeah, this is the thing, thinking that you're cursed.
I am cursed. I'm cursed.
There's no such thing.
Yes, there is. I've come to the conclusion. I just told you my whole medical background. There's certainly a curse on me.
Oh boy.
Should
we do that, or should I?
I think just text me a number between what? You name it. You name it. Or
Okay.
Sean, one of you
Well,
guys.
then the thing is, she's out of the running for the piece of artwork.
Yeah.
Though.
That's okay. I won't win anyways. Sean.
Okay, that's the attitude.
All right, I'm gonna do 1, And how many people are on here today?
What if someone claims this?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I
one and
would. I mean, I like
between
it.
1 and what? 100?
1 and 200.
1 and 200. That's, you heard it. 1 and
Between
200.
1 and 200. All right. And I text you.
So many people put like
Okay.
numbers with 69 in it.
1 and 200. This is open to everybody in chat. The last one was subs only, so everybody,
Oh, I
anybody
guess-
in chat.
Might be too late. There's What?
Vornador.
Where
He
is
just
he?
showed up.
No, where is he located?
Vornador?
Yeah, I don't even know.
Transylvania.
No, but really, where is he?
East Transylvania. I think he's in New
He's
York
on
the-
or
He
North
shows up
Carolina.
in time to vote.
He's in South Carolina?
North Carolina.
One of the Carolinas.
But you have like another country's flag. Is that like on your little thing? Romania. Oh, he's Romanian. Oh, Chile. Okay. Chile.
Chili, baby back rib.
Barbecue
Okay.
sauce.
Barbecue
Nova
sauce.
Scotia.
Chili. Okay. Everybody, anybody, if you're in chat, you can, anybody watching tonight, you can bid. Just type in a number between 1 and 200. Courtney has texted me a number. Barbecue sauce. Anybody else? That's it? Where's Lurky?
Sean, I didn't see you vote for me.
Oh, yeah, I didn't vote.
Okay.
Sean,
That's
I don't-
cool.
Sean, you should guess the number. Oh, that Sean will win.
I'm interested. Okay.
And if
won't
Sean
win it.
wins,
I'm just interested.
Courtney gets it. How about that?
But I would absolutely lose my shit if you actually got close.
Yeah, I think that's the
Sean,
problem.
text
is
it.
that
Type in a number in chat.
Do it. I need to see.
Chili
if you're
baby
off-
back rib. Barbecue sauce.
Get in my belly.
Okay, and the number was 163. Courtney, what was the number?
There's definitely some collusion going on here.
The numbers.
Oh, Crispy is also 163.
Oh, you got to guess
so-
another number, Sean, because Crispy already guessed 163.
Oh, but jeez, all right. Let's see.
Look at the bottom of my hand. It's like all lead.
heard me say it.
Oh wow.
Did you? Did I say it?
No,
No.
you haven't said it yet. I told you.
128.
I told you.
Whoa,
Sean,
really?
Sean has like the best luck. That's why he never enters any
Wait.
contests.
So you can verify. Was that the number?
128 is the number. Yeah. You can see the.
No. Well, did someone get closer?
Agnes Lamb,
Agnes Lamb.
138.
Oh.
But we'll give it to her.
Well,
That's a
Simple
her.
Man's 133.
Oh. Sorry,
Oh.
Agnes.
But Fletch is gone, so we can't do math.
With the ladies.
what's-
Yeah.
who's,
Don't.
So who won? 128 is the number.
But Golf Boy Sunday is 118.
Simple Man with 133.
Simple. See? There you go, Simple Man. You're welcome.
Actually, Sean though. Sean got 120. Look at it. I told you, Sean has the. So you guys,
Yeah, what the?
Sean has
You're
this
trying to-
amazing luck.
No,
I could
there's no
run that-
such thing as luck. Come on.
Sean is in tune with the universe.
See, okay, the thing is, when you say that, it doesn't do anything to me because I know it's just luck. But then Courtney really believes she has bad luck, which is not good.
It's accepting that I have bad luck and
There's no such
around.
thing.
There is such thing.
But there is such thing as a self-fulfilling prophecy, so that's what you have to watch out for.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that makes me that definitely changes my personality into, oh, I got to do it for myself instead of I'm gonna get lucky. So actually, I'm taking advantage.
Okay, as long as it has only good stuff come out of it, then whatever.
No, I just know I will never like win the lottery, which is probably better. So I don't
Yeah,
play.
so
None of us
don't
are gonna
play.
win the lottery.
I'll never win any of Bernard's art because
You could
Sean
have
won't
won
play along with
tonight.
me. That's cool. I mean, I could have.
Sean guessed it.
I could have, but
Lithielf. First time chatter. Welcome to the stream. Okay, let's get out of here. Thank you, everybody. You guys, Sean, Courtney,
mm-hmm.
got anything you want to add before we get? Sean, you want to plug your 24 comics?
24/7 comics. There's a website and a Discord and a Twitter.
When are you guys
Check it out. I
launching?
mean, we're not going to drop. Well, the thing is, we're in a holding pattern because the economy is really bad, and I think Ethereum is all that stuff is really down now. So can't drop anything. So in the meantime, we're just raising the quality of everything and getting way ahead. But when it drops, we'll put out a notification. But then you can see what we're working on, and on Instagram I'll post panels and stuff, and it'll come out eventually.
Okay, Courtney.
Don't say 24/7 comics.
24/7 comics. And go get your colonoscopy and get your skin checked and stay healthy out there. Don't eat too many loosey gooseys or whatever the fuck that is.
Your animal.
Any new animals? Yeah.
Stay out of sun. Always use sunscreen.
Use sunscreen every day, even though you're not in the sun.
Yeah, you have to actually even use it indoors, because if you have sun coming into your house, you are very slowly getting a dose of radiation.
Yeah. I bathe in it. That's why I'm so very, very pale. Yeah, that's it. And discount colonoscopies at Jake's. Because all things nerd.
And
podcast.
no one's gonna go there, but then I think you'd clean up if you did the free colonoscopies.
Check your balls.
Oh yeah,
check your balls.
Sean, can you give the number of your doctor out?
I don't even remember. That was so long ago.
Sean,
I don't go back to her anymore because she's gonna cut something off
Sean had
for
a
no
really
good
hot
reason.
dentist once. Or was it a dental assistant? So I'm like, I need to get my teeth checked.
Yeah, she was the hygienist, right?
Yeah, she was cute.
And then like she said some bullshit thing like, you gotta come back the next day so I can, after the gums heal a little bit, so we can do a more thorough check. And you're like, okay, I'm here.
She just wanted to finger your mouth.
Yeah, and that was weird because like if you're kind of turned on, she's got her fingers in your, and like it's all like that spit and slobber, and it's like
talk.
It's not you and your best. You're not putting your best foot forward in that situation.
Very difficult.
Hey, maybe she likes it like that though. Like
sloppy.
You know, you gotta like, you're not in control anymore. Just let her do it. Just
all right.
Let her do her thing.
Who should we raid? Anybody got an idea who we should raid? K-pop junkie, good to see you. Yeah, I mean, it's real difficult to pick up girls with a finger in your mouth. I mean, go to a bar and like, hi, how you going? What's up?
Remember, she, I think she was a Korean, but she put on a lot of lipstick, and she was saying that's for medical reasons because it keeps like dander and like her skin flakes from falling off of her onto you. Yeah, so it's kind of like holds it in.
That's why she didn't wear a mask.
Or a mask.
Yeah, she didn't wear a mask.
Yeah.
Go to. I'm so confused.
Who should we raid? Anybody have any suggestions? Amarath.
There's Cody Shibi.
Big Tits.
Is Michael on?
Big Tits McGee.
No. Anybody have Susu JPG. Anybody have any suggestions on who to raid?
Simple Man said he'd hop on if he wants to do
Oh, Simple Man, you want to
Werewolf
jump on?
by Night process.
We can raid
Getting
Simple
started
Man.
already.
Yeah, Simple Man, come on.
As Serapha, I don't know how to say that name. Mike has been streaming.
Rafa, hurry up, Simple Man. Are you jumping on?
I'm so hungry.
Me too.
Can we have one of these like sponsored?
Yeah.
You know, if you have a post office box, one of these people in the chat can send you something, and then can send food to you.
Uber Eats?
Yeah. I mean, they'd have to know your address. That's the thing.
I don't care. People
Poop
want to
Man.
show up.
Come on, Poop Man.
I know where Poop Man lives.
Simple Man, send her some tacos.
I know where Poop Man lives. He made that mistake.
Oh, yeah. Courtney knows where Poop Man lives. Go to Poop Man's house.
Yeah. What about his house?
Go to his house.
Go there.
It's like a
Raid
mile away
his
from me.
fridge.
Oh, I should. He probably has good food.
Yeah.
I feel like he's a Poop Man that can cook really well. Either that or it's just instant noodles all the time.
I don't see
One or
Simple
the other.
Man's,
It's one or the other.
Simple Man 8969.
Oh, Simple Man's live. He says
Simple Man.
Poop Man is what?
I don't see it. It's not popping up. 8969. Let me see. I typed it in, but it's not showing up. Let me try it again.
We should try that once. You should tell the chat what you want to eat and see if someone sends food to your house with Uber Eats.
I'd be okay with that.
That'd be hilarious. It would be at your office, right? So it's not even at your house.
Oh, yeah.
Well, today I actually came back early, so I'm at my house, but I'm usually at my office. So that's fine.
That'd be hilarious.
I'd be okay with that.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Yeah, fancy chocolates.
All right. Yeah.
Yes.
Tacos.
I do like fancy chocolates.
Sean cheese spread. Parmesan cheese spread.
Part of Sean cheese.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot, guys. Happy holidays.
Okay, so we may not be on for a while.
Maybe not next week, but the week after. I think the 4th. October 4th.
Cool.
So.
Well, we gotta find an alternate person. I mean, I can't lead a stream, but
Sean,
maybe...
sure you could.
Sean,
I don't know.
I'd never seen you draw.
Courtney wants to draw.
Yeah, Courtney. You don't have to draw. You just have to be a community for the rest of us to show up. I mean, like Tommy Edwards and me, and then Jerry will be there, and you don't have to draw or anything. You just have to be open up the space for all of us.
I still, since I got on here to figure out how to use Twitch, I still don't actually know how to
Yeah, that's my problem. I don't know how.
Okay. Wow.
There's a lot of pressure on Bernard, so.
Happy holidays.
We'll figure it out.
All you need is a
He
can.
tried to teach me.
And then you can either draw or dance.
Yeah, why don't you dance?
I wanted to dance.
Okay, Simple Man's waiting for us. Happy holidays.
Oh, happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays.
See you in 2 weeks.
Okay, I think we're on. Are we on
Let's see this.
Simple Man now?
Tony.
Oh, he has quite a room.
Hey, there is wow, this is already didn't he just get the assignment today?
I think he already started. No, I mean it's been posted for like a week now.
Oh,
or a couple
okay.
weeks.
Look at those Funko Pops.
Oh, dude, there's so many.
It looks like he's in a comic book store drawing.
I know, right?
So maybe
I think a lot of people. Oh, I need to be a follower of Simple Man to chat. Okay.
Oh.
Interesting. See, I didn't even know that.
Oh, he already started.
Raid surprise. Yeah. Oh, there you are. I can see you put up your CVS receipts, whatever that symbol is.
Well, me?